fan-made mod on Second Circle that only adds dates with BL, her sprites and spirits related to her date characters. Everything else is Team 133's work, to which I have nothing to do. The mod is made on version 0.2, but there are many assets from 0.3 and beyond. I also have nothing to do with them. The mod takes different perspectives on characters and plot. Also, the mod has absolutely nothing to do with Helltaker or Second Circle lore, in favor of its own.
What is up, my suspects? I'm the Korrupted Judge, and welcome back, sort of, to Helltaker Second Circle. Now, I believe I put in the warning already that I read. I could be wrong, I could be stupid, who knows. Before we get started, you're probably wondering, why am I wearing a stupid pink party hat? Well, that's because this is going to be uploaded on my birthday. Yay. I'm getting old. Yeah, so this is going to be uploaded on my birthday. I wanted to play the Seiko no Satoka Halloween edition. I wanted to do hard mode. I actually recorded that first, but then I realized how boring it is. So I figured that's only meant for more like live stream stuff, so there's no point in me doing that. So I decided to play another game that I have sitting in the back burner for a while now. As you guys know, Second Circle is one of, if not the most popular series on my channel. And we're still waiting for the update, for the 4th date. So this is not it. This is a fan-made mod by somebody on Reddit by the name of Job Hobby. I found this a little while back, and I actually thought it was interesting because they added their, I guess technically their own OC into this. And I wanted to see how it looked and everything. If you guys want to go ahead and get this for yourself, I'm going to try and leave a link in the description so you guys can go ahead and get this mod yourself. However, for some reason that post is buried deep somewhere within their Reddit, so I'm going to have to try my best to find it, so I do apologize if I don't get it in there. But I can leave a link to Job Hobby's Reddit page, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. Maybe you guys can find it there. Now, I don't know if I have to go through all these dates again, or if I can just go straight into the OC date. One of the bigger main reasons I wanted to play this is because there is a chance that there is a generic date. Because I remember once seeing on the Reddit that there was a sprite for generic that they were working with. And I want to see if they can do this. I want to see if you can have a date with generic. Because ever since I did Abyss Taker and I saw generic in there, I knew I wanted to try and do this. So yeah, with all that said, let's then begin. Alright, so new game. This is already new. The Archangel Uriel. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He is said to possess one of the most powerful artifacts in the mortal realm. A scroll upon which lies the names and deeds of every human who has ever or will ever live. It is said that these predictions contain within them the key to understanding one's place in the universe. Acquiring this knowledge is the ultimate goal that we all unknowingly strive for every moment of our lives. Ooh, the kitchen. Okay, I remember reading when I was reading this in the morning. When I was reading in the morning, it says it was using the assets from Second Circle from 0.2 and 0.3, and I'm pretty sure Second Circle's like on 1.3 or something by now. I could be wrong. So a lot of the stuff in this game are going to be different, but it's only because it's older. Just saying. And just like that, bon appetit. Yeah, I could tell it's different just by looking at the sprites. Also, how Lucy's assets are a little smaller. Oh, man. How do I full screen? There we go. Okay. Taker, you really must clean out the refrigerator. Look at it. There are flies everywhere. Yep, and then there's a bunch of flies here. This is how it used to be when I played it the very first time, in case you guys didn't know. There's a bunch of like little dots here on the flies. You can click that, and then you instantly go over to the Beal date. The first Beal date. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go straight to the Beal date. I want to see if I can get to these OC or something. Will you clean out the refrigerator now? Yes. Fine, I'll handle it. You gingerly ask the Queen of Darkness to step away from the kitchen for a moment. After she does so, you grab the fly-infested picnic basket and wait. A swirling portal opens before you, casting the refrigerator a purple hue, sending shadows dancing up the walls of the kitchen. On the counter, a carton of eggs explodes, splattering the countertop with yolk. Bracing yourself, you step through the portal, picnic basket in hand. Now, if I'm right, this is supposed to use the really old Beale sprites. Like, Team 133 and Dana O'Hara made Beale sprites that look more like the Beale canon from the original Helltaker. Not like the ones that we have now in the latest version of Second Circle. She's wearing her red suit. The familiar wave of nausea hits you like a truck as you plunge into the velvety darkness. Yeah, so you guys can already tell it's different just by the purple stuff here. This is not how it looks in the newer updates. Squinting your eyes, you begin to make out shapes. Furniture forged from darkness, and elaborate high windows made from the same yet barely discernible from their surroundings. A familiar figure approaches you, clad in a deep red suit. See? This! I don't know what it is, but seeing this older sprite, I really like it. Like, it shows how much that Team 133 and Dana O'Hara have improved over the years of developing this game. But I have to remember, the reason we're playing this old of a version is to see if we can get either that generic mod, if it's been added into this mod, and that OC mod, because I want to see what we have to do. Taker, I was wondering when you'd visit me next. That makes two of us. You know how hard it is to get an entire room to yourself in a house filled with 9 demons? Keeping your banishment portal a secret from them is almost impossible. Oh man, these sprites, You mean to tell me that the rest of the demons have no clue you're sneaking off to the void to visit little old me? Not that I'm aware of. Delightfully devilish, Taker. I do say so myself. So, what did you bring your favorite fly today? I made mooncakes. I remember this day. I remember I had to go all the way back. When I first found out how to do the Beale date, I remember I had to restart my whole file and speedrun everything while doing the Beale dates, like getting them. Oh man, that was something else. This brings back so many memories. Exquisite then. To the banquet hall. The Queen Crimson leads you through the network of twisting halls and corridors that comprise much of the interior of her castle. A small conjured light sitting in Beelzebub's gloved palm is the only source of illumination as you walk through the Stagen Castle, its faint glow forcing you to walk closely behind the demoness. The castle does not seem to have been designed with conventional physics in mind. Staircases twist sideways, doors open into blank walls, and the curtains' tiebacks hiss as you attempt to catch a glimpse of the inky blackness beyond the windows. Yeah, if you guys notice, the screen is black now. Like in the new update one day, I have like actual pictures and photos of everything that's on here. So again, it shows how far they've come. At this point, I want to play it just to see how much of the old mod used to be. Like, even looking at it now, it's not even like the castle that's in the background. It's literally just like this inky purple stuff that's in the background. It's not like anything. Eventually, you arrive at a massive pair of engraved doors. Standing to the intimidate leftist doors is an aged skeleton practically falling apart at the sockets. A tattered suit clings to the skeleton's frame, maintaining a small semblance of dignity despite its age. Walter. And this is an older version of him too, because I don't think his skull attaches to his hairline like that. Oh man, I have missed you, Walter. I have missed you. It's so good to see you again. Anybody who has seen my Second Circle final, or quote unquote final, knows what happened, and I am happy to see him again. Evening, Walter. Master Taker. So good to see you again. It does my dusty heart well to see the lady with a gentleman companion after all this time. Up, Walter. Servants should be seen, not heard. Of course, my lady. I'm so sorry. His old bones creaking, Walter heaves the doors into the dining hall open. Beelzebub strides past them with a nary glance. You follow closely behind her, pausing only to slip the ancient skeleton a small carton of milk you stowed away in the picnic basket. Accepting it in a silent gratitude, Walter closes the doors behind him, somehow giving you a wink before disappearing out of sight behind the massive monolith to Beelzebub's industry nature. I'm sorry, I'm suddenly losing focus for some reason. Like, I'm suddenly losing my train of thought. I want to know what this tiny little picture is underneath here. It says I can click it. Oh, this is like the pause menu. Oh, and there's like I think that's Japanese. That is pretty cool. Turning around, you examine the dining hall. Like the rest of the castle, it is a huge and inky black, with details distinguishing one object from the next. Only observed after prolonged serenity. The small light, a soft orange glow, pressing back against the coiling darkness, illuminates Beelzebub sitting at a small table nearby. Oh! Oh, man. I absolutely love it. Like, I love this. I don't like how Taker's hulked out. And I don't like how Walter is there in the background. Oh, man, but this looks so good. This is like one of the best birthday gifts that I could have gotten. Playing an older version of Second Circle and a potential mod to get generic and an OC in here. I can't help but look at Beel's assets in that suit. It's one of the things, I don't know, how do I explain this? I like this. If I had to choose between this and the newer one, odds are I'd still pick the newer one, but this one looks really nice. I love the way Beel is drawn in this one. It's clean and crisp. Oh, Taker, won't you come join me for a meal? You walk over the table and examine it. It's made from the same hard black material as everything else in the void. The silverware is purely decorative, and you're pretty sure the napkins could be used as a blunt weapon in emergencies. Well, don't just stand there. Have a seat. Thank you. You produce the moon pies from the picnic basket and divide them equally between the two of you. Your hands are barely left your plate before Beel begins scarfing down her portion with reckless enthusiasm. Incredible, so tasty. What did you say were in these? Sugar, eggs, sugar, flour, and a little sugar on top. Sugar. We all know how the demons like sugar, as from Flykeeper. Beel especially, as she is a fly. Well, they're perfect. You do know how to treat an old fly, don't you? I don't like when she calls herself old. She's too beautiful to be old. I'd imagine anything tastes nice after 1,000 years of primordial suffering. So it does, so it does. So tell me, Taker, what's been going on in your life that's caused you to seek out my esteemed company? Well, you relate the long and short of everything that's happened over the past few weeks to the exiled demon, who listens to your tale with rapt attention. As your story concludes, a slight smirk creeps its way over Beelzebub's lips. Sounds like old Lucy's got plenty of troubles on her plate. Trying to take sole control of hell was a bad idea. I told her as much before she and the High Prosecutor Justice cast me out. Oh well, she'll learn in time that some voices aren't as easily silenced as mine. What about you, Taker? When the chips are down, would you stand with that imposter queen? I think I pondered this question when I first played this game. Whether or not I would join Lucy or Beel in this, and if Team 133 will implement that and actually have a reason for us to choose. I don't know who I'd pick though. I typically don't pay attention to the politics of hell. I couldn't even get through Game of Thrones. What I wouldn't give to have Cable down here. There's only so much amusement to be attracted by putting little outfits on Walter and making him act out soap operas. I could talk to Lucy. Maybe she'd let you join us for a movie night if you agreed not to cause any trouble. Beelzebub wrinkles her nose in disgust. I forgot how long the intro of this is, and I just want to try and get to like the picking menu to see if I can actually get to that to that date. I'm not asking that usurper for anything. When I convert something, I take it by my own hand. How do you get stuck in here to begin with, Beale? Lucy loves to up the ante when she feels slighted, but she's normally resorts to physical violence to get equal with someone. Well, Lucy loves to pick on little guys, and the demons and mortals that don't have the strength of will to resist her compulsion of more power. She's all bark and no bite. She doesn't have the metaphorical oomph to take on an elder demon like me in a fair fight. That's why she relies on the High Prosecutor to enforce her will. You still didn't answer my question, Beale. No, and I don't intend to, but I'd watch that tone if I were you, Taker. Without my portals, you can kiss any hope you have of returning to your home dimension. Goodbye. An awkward silence smothers conversation for a moment. Beelzebub's implied threat hanging in the air like a cloud of blood-bloated insects. I apologize for that, Taker. You are here as my guest, and threatening you is not becoming of me as your more gracious host. No, please, threaten me some more. It has been so long since I've played this game. I accept your apology, and don't worry, I hear a lot worse these days from Pandamonica alone. Ah, yes, I remember that girl. She was still a rebellious young demon when I was ousted. But from what I've heard, however, she settled down nicely. Pandamonica settled down? I'm getting pretty full. Do you want the rest of my cakes? Yes, please. The two of you spend another hour or two sharing stories and making small talk before you decide to leave. Beelzebub objectively wills a banishment portal to the human realm into existence. Well, I guess this is a goodbye then. Yes, do come again soon. It's always nice to have someone to talk to, and doubly when they bring me treats. I'm pretty sure Walter is someone. He's a servant and a skeleton. I can't get past the sprites in this, because if you guys remember, in the newer second circle, there's like, I think, 2 of the Beale sprites where the head looks like it's just quickly sketched out, like Dana O'Hara's Rust or something, and they just put it in there. Or maybe they put it in there by accident. I don't know. That's just me. But I love how clean these sprites look. And I love Beale's red suit. Still, maybe give him a chance. I think he'd be eager to interact with this lady beyond simple commands. I'll give it some thought. Safe travels. You step back through the portal into the mortal realm. After a brief moment of dizziness, you find yourself back in the kitchen. Taker, where the devil are you? After thoroughly considering your options, you decide not to inform Lucy of the events that just transpired. Some things are better left unsaid. Select your character. Oh, there it is! Okay, hang on a second. I want to look at this. This is Pandamonica's old suit before she kept on the regular red shirt and everything. And I really like it. Modius' signature suit is here. Oh, man. Ooh. Melina used to wear garters? Ooh, I'm going to have to look back at that at some point. I'm going to have to look back at that. Screw you. These are amazing. Oh, there she is. Oh, there's language select. What? 1, 0, wait. 0, 1, 2, 3. What is this? This is the OC character I was telling you guys about. That is in this mod. And this is going to be the main focus of this series, okay? If you guys actually want me to go through this whole game again, looking at how everything looked when the game first began, when the game first started, I will do that. Let me know in the comments. But this is going to be the main focus for this series for the next little while. By the looks of it, I'm guessing this is like date 1, 2, and 3. Or maybe the interaction, date 1 and then date 2. Because I think they only had 2 dates each when this first came out. So, odds are I could just pick the dates I want and we could just go from there. Rather than me having to go with each girl and then unlocking the next dates for everybody. But if you guys want me to go through all of the other girls so you guys can see how everything looked when the game first started, let me know in the comments. Next video, the next video is going to be us explaining what we're going to do for the 300 sub special. But the video after that, we're going to be focused on BL, or Belali. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so someone let me know in the comments, okay? But this is going to be the character we're focusing on. And I cannot wait. By the looks of it, there's no generic, and if there is a generic, I'm going to have to try and find a way to unlock it. But yeah, with all that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge. This has been a very interesting birthday video. I know I didn't mention much of my birthday in this video, but being able to play some second circle stuff and seeing how the game first started out really is a treat. But yeah, with all that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and I'll see y'all in the next one. See you around.